It is Wednesday, December 19th, 2018. Thank you guys for tuning into the SMT Mobile Tech YouTube channel. No video today, just simply a screencast. In order to get through this announcement quickly, I thought this would be the best way to do it. Before I move forward with the announcement, I just wanted to make sure that you guys are aware. The SMT Mobile Tech Patreon page, there's a link below in the description. Let you know how you can become a patron there and support SMT Mobile Tech on the Patreon platform. Also, if you'd like to leave a PayPal donation to directly support your YouTube creators, greatly appreciated there for any donations that are considered. Thanks again for all of your continued support here on the channel. And of course, if you haven't done so already, go ahead and subscribe and ding the bell to be notified whenever I upload new videos during the week. So anyways, to get to the announcement, big AT&T news and also big 5G news. AT&T is going to officially launch and deploy their 5G Plus network, and they made the announcement today that it would be available as of December 21st, 2018. So just a couple of days from this launch. Now, in terms of the 5G Plus moniker that they're using, that's kind of been something that AT&T has been doing for a while, trying to show that their network is either superior or advancing at a better level than, say, their network competition. Anyways, this network is going to be deployed in an initial batch of 12 cities at the time of the premiere or launch. This is obviously good news for innovation, but I think there is also some bad news for some other reasons. So let's go ahead and kick around some of the actual factuals from this announcement from AT&T. So the first thing is, obviously, there are limitations to the market availability. We have 12 cities at the time of deployment, very specific locations within each of those 12 cities, almost feeling kind of like a beta testing situation. So early adopters kind of going to be guinea pigs in this case, and it's just not going to be a large-scale deployment as most people would probably like. We have Atlanta, Charlotte, Dallas, Houston, Indianapolis, Jacksonville, Louisville, OKC, New Orleans, Raleigh, San Antonio, and Waco, Texas. And I guess about 6 months from now, we're expected to see Vegas, Los Angeles, Nashville, Orlando, San Diego, San Francisco, and San Jose, California. And of course, again, these are only parts of those cities. So in terms of the service itself, AT&T is actually not going to charge for the 5G device, the hotspot hardware, for the people that are part of this beta testing. The device will eventually cost $499 in the spring, not $4.99, $500. It is the Netgear Nighthawk 5G mobile hotspot. You guys can see it's in the screencast right there. That is a render of the actual device that is going to project and transmit the 5G signal. Now, in terms of pricing, we have some info there. $70 per month for the subscription for the service, and it is getting you 15 gigs of 5G data. No contract involved, so you are not locked down to any type of commitment. Big Blue is going to be charging $70 a month for this 15 gigs. Meanwhile, their 4G LTE hotspot plan, I believe, is $50 for 10 gigs of 4G LTE hotspot data. And the last thing, potential speeds. We know that it potentially and theoretically could yield speeds of 1.2 gigs per second, but they are saying that in actuality it's going to be much slower, probably somewhere in the range of 100 to 200 megabits per second. So the service is, by definition, a standards-based service, which is a little bit different than what Verizon is doing with its, I guess we'll just call it proprietary fixed 5G wireless service. You know, in terms of who's going to be buying this service, I think AT&T has stated they're looking to be targeting a demographic of rapidly growing and innovative businesses. And they are offering a 90-day free trial period, no fees, everything is free, no cost, just, you know, use the service, and after that 90-day window, you'll be begin to charge for the service and the device. So with that being said, I guess I'll give you my take, the SMT Mobile Tech take on AT&T's initial 5G deployment. There are a lot of shortcomings in this launch. I think some of it is expected, and we know the tendency of Big Blue. We know what AT&T, we know some of these things were actually coming. So first thing I want to address is the availability. Very limited in how many markets are actually available to receive the service. That is obviously a letdown. I think, you know, being that it's only offered in densely populated urban cities, you know, that's very limited in its geography. It makes sense, though. Obviously, you know, these are technology hubs. These are city centers. It makes sense to actually offer the service in those places initially. The second thing I want to talk about is pricing. At $70 per month for 15 gigs of 5G data, that is an absolutely awful value. I would actually, I think it's not really a stretch to say there's zero value in it. It's very expensive. It's very unenticing at a price point and unattractive. It's just not really conducive to anybody who's looking for a value in the service. So obviously, for people that like to be on the bleeding edge, it might be attractive from that respect, but no value in the pricing. $70 a month for 15 gigs of high-speed data. At high speeds, like the theoretical yield of 1.2 gigs per second, you can go through 15 gigs of data in just minutes. So, I mean, obviously depending on the files and whatnot, but it seems like a really, really low cap on what people would want to do with the service. In terms of the hardware, the Netgear Nighthawk 5G Puck, $500 for the hardware is very expensive as well. I'm going to stick to what I previously stated about the cost for the subscription service. It's probably the only thing worse than the actual monthly subscription fee. And in terms of speeds, the last thing, already, you're seeing warning signs. They're telling you, while it can theoretically reach 1.2 gigs of speed, you're probably going to see somewhere more real-world experience of 100 to 200 megabits per second, which is a far cry from what we expected from 5G, especially standards-based 5G, and those speeds are really not that much of an upgrade from 4G LTE. Maybe double or triple the speed, but that's not what we were expecting with the service. So overall, what I take from this particular launch is there's a lot of disappointment there, but it is the humble beginnings of 5G. We know AT&T's track record. We figured they were going to try to milk the game for what it's worth, being that it is for early adopters. They'll find a small percentage of people that would be willing to try it and then be willing to pay the fee if they like the service. I, for one, think this is not enticing enough for me to try. I don't know what your thoughts and opinions are from this particular announcement, but you guys can let me know down in the comment section below what you think of the pricing, what you think of the availability, the hardware, and of course, the actual speeds and results we're expecting. And let me know if you think, it's something that you would consider getting and what exactly would keep you from getting it if not. So that's it for this video. Thank you guys for tuning in and watching. Much appreciated. I really do appreciate your continued support here on the channel. If you could, please share the video, like the video, and leave me a comment below. I'd love to hear your thoughts and opinions on the topic. So that's it for this video. Thank you all for tuning in again, and I will catch you on the next video. Peace.